People ask me all the time, Cristiano, when did your leadership begin? They think it started the day I lifted trophies, or the day headlines put my name everywhere. No, it started the moment I decided that my life, my future, and my results were my responsibility. Not my coaches, not my teammates, not my circumstances, mine. I learned something early. The difference between someone who shows up for a task and someone who shapes the direction of their life is found in how they think. A player says, "Tell me the drill." A leader says, "What must I improve so we win?" That small shift changes everything. One mind aims to finish the session, the other aims to build a legacy. One plays inside the routine, the other plays for the result that routine creates. When I was young in Madeira, I ran more than anyone. I trained harder than anyone. But there came a moment when I realized something. I was working inside the system instead of thinking how to rise above it. I was producing effort, but not directing that effort. A lot of people fall into that trap. They mistake movement for progress. I had to change my thinking. Leadership, real leadership, starts in your head long before the world sees it in your actions. The question isn't, how can I finish everything today? The real question is, what matters the most and why? Some players polish their boots, others focus on where those boots will take them. If you think like a follower, you wait. You wait for instructions, you wait for chances, you wait for approval. But when you think like a leader, you create direction, you set the tone, you decide the standards, you hold the vision before anyone else even understands it. That's where responsibility begins, not with performance, but with purpose. A player says, "I did my job." A leader asks, "Did my work push the team toward the goal?" That one question changes your entire life. Anyone can work hard, but not everyone thinks deeply. Thinking requires courage. It forces you to look beyond what's comfortable. It makes you ask, why am I doing this? What does this lead to? When you think like a leader, you no longer blame conditions, you shape them. You no longer wait for chances, you create them. Leadership is not something they give you with a contract or an armband. You grow into it, and the world only confirms what your mentality already proved. Some people measure days, leaders measure impact. Some want to stay busy, leaders want to stay useful. That change in perspective transforms average effort into world-class results. Leadership begins the day you accept that your future is in your hands. Once that settles inside your mind, your behavior changes on its own. You stop appearing just to complete tasks. You arrive to make a difference. Before you ever lead a team, you must lead your mindset. Players see their role. Leaders see the entire pitch. A worker's world becomes as small as the assignment in front of them, their shift, their numbers, their moment. But when you think like a leader, your eyes lift. You start seeing how one action here affects 10 actions there. You see connections. You understand the chain of consequence. Perspective creates purpose. Without perspective, even good effort feels empty. That's why many people lose desire. They don't see where their work fits. It's like running laps without understanding the match you are preparing for. A leader sees the context, not just the drill. Every session, every conversation, every decision builds something bigger. The question isn't, what is my job? The question is, how does my job support the mission? I once watched two fitness coaches working side by side. One said, "I'm counting reps." The other said, "I'm building champions." Same task, different world inside their heads. Meaning changes your performance. When someone understands the reason behind the routine, they work with intention, with pride. A player worries about finishing the task. A leader worries about fulfilling the purpose. That's why leaders think ahead. They ask, how does this connect? What outcome will this create? Who benefits from this choice a year from now? Most people don't lift their eyes long enough to see their direction. They stare at steps, not the path. Leadership demands both views, the details under your feet and the horizon in front of you. Vision is the first requirement, not eyesight, vision. The ability to see what others don't see yet, to notice patterns, to sense timing, to recognize opportunity. From that height, your decisions improve, not because you're gifted, but because you're viewing life from a higher level of thought. Players stay on the ground of daily circumstance. Leaders climb the mental staircase. From up there, you can say confidently, this is where we're heading. Many people mistake activity for progress. They keep walking without checking the destination. But a leader steps back, studies the layout, and chooses the direction that aligns with purpose. A follower thinks about completion. A leader thinks about strength gained through the process. For a follower, the end is the finish line. For a leader, the end is the start of the next challenge, but now they have more skill, more strategy, more maturity. Every challenge has two rewards: what you get from it and who you become through it. The follower focuses on the first, the leader values the second. I've seen players hit every target their club set, but remain exactly who they were years ago. Hitting targets doesn't elevate you, growth does. So leadership asks a different question, not did I complete it, but did I grow while doing it? Followers build a list, leaders build a foundation, something that supports the next level. Every real goal should stretch you. If it's easy, it won't shape you. Hard goals produce evolution. A follower asks, can I finish this? A leader asks, who must I become to face this? Growth rarely comes from comfort, it comes from struggle. A follower sees failure as defeat, a leader sees it as correction. That's why leaders recover faster. They take the message inside the mistake and reinvest it. Followers complete the task and look for rest. Leaders complete the task and look for reflection. What went well? What must improve? How can this lesson strengthen the next effort? This reflection builds maturity, and maturity builds consistency. When you base your thinking on development, goals become checkpoints instead of finish lines. Your identity expands, your patience grows, your discipline sharpens. That steady improvement multiplies over time. What you accomplish follows who you become. If you focus only on the goal, you might hit it once. If you focus on growth, you will hit every goal that aligns with your development. Leaders don't say, I made it. They say, I'm improving, because improvement never stops. People stay busy without improving. Leaders turn every moment into a lesson. Every match teaches something. Every mistake teaches something. Every challenge shapes the next version of you. When you live like that, you outgrow your environment. And when you outgrow your environment, opportunity starts coming toward you. Followers chase completion, leaders chase capacity, and the more capacity you build, the more you can contribute. Remember this, success rarely rises above the level of your personal growth. To think like a leader, upgrade who you are faster than you upgrade what you do. Real leadership isn't given, it's earned through example. Authority can force effort for a moment, but influence inspires effort that lasts. A follower depends on instruction, a leader depends on demonstration. The first moves people with commands, the second moves people with conviction. People follow a title only to the minimum, but when they follow a person they respect, they often go beyond the minimum. Influence creates willing energy, not forced energy. I've seen managers try pressure. It never lasts. People eventually resist. But when someone leads with consistency, discipline, and fairness, others naturally rise to that level. Leadership is contagious. Trust is its foundation. Without trust, everything falls apart. You cannot fake consistency. You cannot pretend reliability. Over time, people can feel the difference between performance and principle. Once trust is broken, authority has to shout, and even then, it barely works. A follower needs supervision. A leader needs self-control. A leader's word means something because actions prove it. They keep commitments. They respect the standard. They stay true even when no one is watching. That quiet discipline builds invisible authority. A real leader never needs to introduce themselves as one. You see it in how they walk, how they treat people, how they handle pressure. People can sense self-control. They can sense discipline. They can sense a life built on order. Titles can be given overnight. Influence must be built day by day. A follower asks, "Who's in charge?" A leader asks, "How do we move forward?" When that mindset takes over, people start looking to you, not because you demanded it, but because you earned it. Influence grows from service. The more value you bring, the more respect your voice carries. Leadership is about contribution, not control. People won't remember every message you give, but they will remember how they felt around you. Influence is emotional trust created through steady behavior. Be firm yet fair, strong yet respectful, not perfect, consistent. Character guides people more than charisma ever could. Charisma might open the door, character keeps you inside. So stop seeking control, start seeking credibility. When people trust you, they walk with you, and that's where real progress begins. Followers think in tasks, leaders think in systems. A task mindset says, "Let's finish it." A system mindset asks, "How do we make this reliable every time?" Followers depend on effort, leaders depend on structure. Effort is personal, systems are repeatable. When you build systems, you build stability, you create consistency that lasts beyond you. I once told a young player, "Don't only fix the mistake, fix the pattern that caused it. If you fix the mistake, it returns. If you fix the pattern, you rise." That's how leaders multiply success without multiplying stress. Systems make excellence predictable. They turn discipline into a blueprint. A follower focuses on trying. A leader focuses on designing a better approach. And that is how champions think.